Yes, sir. Today we gonna talk about what happened to Steve Irwin, right? Nah, I had came across Rashad Jamal's video, right, where he was talking about Steve Irwin, and he was just saying, how bro was wrestling all the crocodiles, and you feel me, body slamming the elephants and all that, and it's just so crazy that he just ended up dying from a stingray, right? So we finna dive in, right? We finna see, was this by the numbers? So let's get into it. Now, first off, we have to talk about uh the Jesuit order, right? Now, Steve Irwin synchronizes with the Jesuit order, which was this was his stage name, right? So now that we know that this was his stage name, uh, and that it synchronizes with Jesuit order, we know that he's going to go by the numerical system that they love to use called Gematria. Now, what Gematria is turning letters into numbers, their numerical value, based on their order in the English alphabet. A is one, B is two, C is three, so on and so forth. And they're using the English language to communicate with each other and speak in code. So let's dive in, man. It's really gonna shock. It's really gonna blow your mind, man. What they did to Steve Irwin, because if we take Steve Irwin's real name, Stephen Robert Irwin, and we take the stingray that he was killed by, we get the same numerology with the stingray equaling 103 and Stephen Robert Irwin equaling 103. And this is how they taking these people out. So it could be a numerous of things, right? Number one, he could have got killed with a stingray. Number two, they could have done witchcraft in order to manufacture to get the stingray to kill Steve Irwin, right? That's number two. They could have done witchcraft. They could have put a hex on him in order to get that stingray to kill him. All they had to do was to get him in the right place at the right time. He was shooting an episode. He was shooting a documentary, right? When he was playing with that stingray. So they got him in the right place at the right time. That's number two. Number three, they could have just offed him and then just said that it was a stingray that did it, right? I'm leaning towards the witchcraft because I know how deep these people are into sorcery and things of that nature. So I'm leaning towards witchcraft. Y'all gotta watch a movie called The Believers. They show a man doing voodoo. You don't even have to be in the same spot as somebody, right? All you have to do is get them to touch something, right? That you touch, right? And he made that person kill themselves without even being in the same room as them, right? Witchcraft. So let's get into it, man. Let's see why. Let's dig even deeper as to why they use this stingray, right? Now, first I gotta point out how folks, man. Steve Irwin was so loved though. Folks was sliding for Steve Irwin. They start killing stingrays. You hear me? It said in the weeks following Irwin's death, at least 10 stingrays was found dead and mutilated on the beach of Queensland with their tails cut off. So they was sliding for bro. I ain't even finna hold you. They in an act of revenge, right? But let's dive in on why they use this stingray though. Why the stingray? Because we have to talk about the number for dishonesty that we see all the time with these rituals and them taking these people out by the numbers. More often than not, that number 113 gonna wiggle its way in there because they're being dishonest with you. And that's the number for dishonesty is 113. So knowing that the number for dishonesty is 113, now we can understand why they use the stingray, because the stingray also has the number for dishonesty with the number 113. Also, the word dishonest synchronizing right up with the stingray with the 113. Now, most importantly, right? Let's look at the day that Steve Irwin passed away. The 4th of September, 4/9, when stingray equals 49, dishonest equals 49, and the location that he was killed by the stingray, Bat Reef, also equals 49. This is why they use the stingray. Everything they do is by the numbers. Everything they do is by that code. So he got killed by the stingray, which equals 49, on 4/9 in Bat Reef, which equals 49. Come on, man. They took that man out, man. They took that man out, man. By the numbers, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. I'm taking the letters in these words. That's all we doing. This is something that can't be changed. A has always been the first letter of the alphabet since the early 1500s. This is not new age math. I see a lot of people calling this new age. No, we're just new to finding out what's always been going on. But come on. Thanks to technology, right? A gift and a curse. But come on. Port Douglas, right? Now they say Irwin was in the water at Bat Reef, which equals 49, off the Australian resort town of Port Douglas, which also equals 49. Remember, this was the date that he passed away on, the 4th of September, 4/9. So they got him in that specific place that they needed to get him in, got him right where they needed him. Because they was shooting, look, he was shooting a series called Ocean's Deadliest. What a coincidence, right? When he's shooting Ocean's Deadliest, that's when he dies. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, is a stingray one of the deadliest things, creatures in the ocean? But come on, man. Let's see once again, man, how they take these people out, man. Who gave them this nickname? It seemed like they was spell casting as soon as they gave him this nickname. They call him the Crocodile Hunter, right? Now the Crocodile Hunter equals 94 as he was found, as he ended up dead, which equals 94 on 9/4, right? So either way we take the date, right? The 4th of September, September 4th. Either way we get it, we gonna get this numerology. So he died by his nickname, 94, the Crocodile Hunter, 94. He dies on 9/4 when dead also equals 94. Man, come on, man. They taking these folks up out of here, man. Right? Once again, the number for dishonesty. This is how this whole thing circulating around his nickname that they gave him, the Crocodile Hunter, syncs up with the number for dishonesty. And that's the same way that they killed him with that stingray that also syncs up with, again, the number for dishonesty. So it was all circulated around his nickname that they gave him. The nickname that they gave him. Come on. Right? Even his real name. I forgot this was in here. Even his real Stephen Robert Irwin equals 248 when human sacrifice equals 248. And sometimes people's names just happen to sync up with this type of stuff. You gotta think why some people just happen to get famous than others. Sometimes people have that numerology that they looking for. The powers that be. Because some people could try to sell their soul and it still won't work. But it seems as if you have that perfect numerology that they looking for. And then, yes, some people do be just chosen at birth to do what they doing. It's so many different, it's not just one theory. It's a lot of different things going on. But come on. Right? his date of birth, right? The day that he was born. February 22nd, 1962. Now, if we break that down, the month of February, the 22nd in the year 62. When we add that up, we get 86, just like human sacrifice. Once again, his real name synced up with human sacrifice as well. So it was all in his name and his birthday. So it's several ways. Okay, his mama could have, you feel me? It could have been his mama. Okay, maybe he came from a witch. You feel me? It's so many different possibilities to try to slim it down to just one. Okay, who was his parents? Who gave him that name? Now we got to dig deeper. You know they call it generational curses. Can't forget about that as well. Generational curses. So who do these people what families do these people be born into? Hmm. That's the question, right? But come on. Right? Also with human sacrifice once again. Now he passed away exactly on the 6th month and the 2nd week, right? Of his age that year. 62, right? Sacrifice will also, right, with the 0 days, 620, when human sacrifice equals 620 in satanic. So we get human sacrifice in each way we get it. His real name, his birthday, and the day that he died. So come on, man. This was a human sacrifice, man. It's clear to see, man. Clear as day, man. Well, come on. Now, the fact that he was killed by this stingray at 44 years old, when killed equals 44. He hit that kill number. He hit that kill number. Remember, Ellen DeGeneres, kill equals 64 in reverse. And that DJ Twitch ended up dying around her when she turned 64. Her ex-girlfriend, what's her name? Hetch, damn. Ann Hetch, right? She ended up dying when Ellen turned 64. That kill number coming around. A lot of comedians die around that kill number. Surrounding around that kill number. Come on. Right? Breaking down the day that he was born. Once again, now we're including the 19. So now we're including the whole thing. February 22nd, 1962. We get 105. Just like while he was shooting a new TV show on the Great Barrier Reef, when Great Barrier Reef equals 105. Once again, they take your birthday numerology. It's all in the day that you was born. The day that you was born, the name, the stage name, the nickname. The things that make you, you. It's how they take you out. Think about it. The thing that was given to you as soon as you hatched out that egg. You hear me? Your birth, the day you was born, your birth name that you was given, and then the name that you get when you get into the industry. What else they gonna take? That's the perfect recipe, is it not? But come on, man. Now, also with this Great Barrier Reef, Steve Irwin died on the 27th week and the 6th day of his age in 2006, when Great Barrier Reef equals 276. So once again, they got him in that place that they needed to get him in to line them numbers up. This is sorcery. This is witchcraft that's in front of you. Only a person that knows this would know to get him in that specific spot. Right? But come on. Right? Now they say Irwin was videotaped pulling the barb from his chest moments before losing consciousness forever. A witness said Tuesday. We don't know who the witness was. But the tape has been secured by Queensland State Police as evidence for a coroner's inquiry. Now, Irwin's widow, Terry, stated in an interview with Access Hollywood that the documentary contains no footage that was shot the day that he died. And that footage of his injury and death have been destroyed. Why? Why did they destroy the evidence? Now I'm looking sideways at Terry. What Terry got going on? Why was this evidence destroyed? Justin Lyons, a cameraman for the documentary, has said that although footage of the incident does exist, he is against its release. So somebody lying. So the wife said that the footage has been destroyed, but the cameraman, the man that filmed the footage, says that it does exist, but they just not gonna put it out. So something's going on in this situation. Something sketchy going on. Why is it conflicting? Why is it conflicting things that people saying? What's going on here? It's some dishonesty. That number 113. Right? But let's dive deeper, right? Stephen Robert Irwin. Remember, equals 103, just like Stingray equals 103. Now, that number 103 is actually special because it's a prime number. Now, that number 103 can only go into itself in the number 1. Try it. Do these niggas like Dora. Okay, you see it didn't work, right? Okay, so 103, you know how she wait for you to, you feel me, to do it? It did, yeah. Not like y'all little kids, but you feel me? 103 is the 27th prime number, right? Now, he died on a Monday, when Monday equals 27, along with ritual equals 27. This was a ritual. This was a ritual. They took him right on up out of here, and he died 27 weeks after his birthday. They took him up out of here, man. Took him right on up out of here. Now, he also died 6 months, 1 week, and 6 days after his last birthday. Just like ritual sacrifice equals 616 in Latin/Jewish. Now, the movie Happy Feet came out right after the death of Steve Irwin. Now, Steve Irwin was actually in Happy Feet. Side note, when Happy Feet equals 33. But most importantly, the character that he played also alluded to Steve Irwin's death. Because remember, these movies, they in works with these movies. You know, he was in the movie before he died. So he was still alive when they was making this. But the character that he played also alluded to his death, right? When Trev, the character that he played, and death have the same synchronicity. So they even put it in the movies. They casting spells all around the board. They cast this frequency. The character that they get you to play, they casting spells on you. You don't even know it. But they casting spells on you to create that frequency of your death before it even happens. Numbers are frequencies. Numbers are vibrations. So they was already doing the math magic, aka mathematics, already on him before he even passed away. But come on. Right? Now, this movie came out 2 months and 13 days after Steve Irwin's death, when death equals 213 in satanic. Remember, this is the death number, the number 213. We seen that with Takeoff's death, with the number 213 after Quavo's birthday. So what's the odds of this movie coming out 2 months and 13 days after Steve Irwin's death, when death equals 213? He also died on a day leaving 118 days left in the year, just like death equals 118 in Latin/Jewish. So he died on a death day. In the movie that came out, was symbolic of his death. They already knew it was coming. Come on, right? Happy Feet. Once again, the movie Happy Feet was released on a day with kill numerology, right? When it came out with 44 days left in the year, just like kill equals 44. Remember, Steve Irwin died at the age of 44. And this movie Happy Feet that symbolized his death also was released with 44 days remaining. Even adding the day up, November 17th equals 28, just like kill equals 44 and 28. Remember, we knew that somebody was going to pass away on this same date in the year 2022, November 17th, because this has kill numerology. This is why we knew that we didn't know who was going to pass away, but we knew that somebody was going to pass away on this same date numerology, because it has kill numerology. And what do you know? B. Smith, the R&B singer, dies at 28 on 28 numerology, when kill equals 28 and 17, November 17th, the 17th of November. So we knew somebody was going to pass away. We just didn't know who, right? Because we don't know every damn celebrity in the world. We don't even be paying attention to this shit. We don't even be knowing who these folks is until they pass away. So it's very hard to sit here and try to calculate and find out who gonna die if you don't even know who the motherfuckers is, right? But come on. But then you see how CNN later changed his age. It went from 28 to the next day, it came out 30. So they mocked him with the word nigger, right? When nigger equals 30, along with his stage name. Once again, the stage name that they give you. Gave him the stage name, B. Smith 30, just like the N-word 30. Now they're going to change his death age to 30. Man, come on, man. Right? Happy Feet. Now back to Happy Feet, right? Steve Irwin died 10 weeks and 4 days before the release of Happy Feet, 104. Just like Stephen Robert Irwin, his full name equals 104. Like, come on, man. Ain't no Stingray finna kill that man, bro. He was one with nature, bro. He was one with the animals, bro. The animals was tuned into him. Animals feel your spiritual energy. Bro, he didn't make, it wasn't no animal that upset, man. Come on, man. Man, that nigga was one, man. That nigga, man, come on, man. The Jungle Book was about Steve Irwin, man. I ain't saying that for real. I'm just saying. Like, one of them people. He was just one of them people, man. Come on, bro. And then it's so easy to believe, though, right? It's so easy to believe, though, because he was around animals and creatures and insects majority of his life. So it makes sense that he would die due to a creature. It's the same way they did Paul Walker. It's the same way they do these rappers. They kill you by your narrative. They kill you by your narrative. So it's easy to believe to the people. Yeah, he got mauled by a lion. Yeah, it's believable because he in the damn jungle all damn day. You see what I'm saying? But come on, man. That man ain't, man. Man, they made that Stingray do that. They did some witchcraft and they made that shit happen. Or it just didn't happen like they said it did at all. But we know either way it's by the numbers, though. The shit they're telling us is by the numbers. You can't change that. Right? This movie came 74 days after the killing of Steve Irwin, when killing equals 74 in English ordinal. Right? Now the release date, right? Breaking down the full release date of Happy Feet. November 17th, 2006, right? Separating the first part and the last part. We get 54 date numerology. And we circle right back to the beginning of the video with Steve Irwin and Jesuit Order both equaling 54. That's how they take these people out, man. The same way you start is the same way you finish, as this video did as well. And that's all we have for this video, man. I can conclude that they did take Steve Irwin out by the numbers. That's all we have for this video, man. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. And I'm out.